This is the video for comparative constitutions, which means from the title you can tell that you're going to be comparing constitutions. So you're going to be looking at the national, the federal constitution, and the state constitution and comparing them. So be sure to have a pen, pencil, or highlighter ready so you can be marking the text as we go along. If you've seen one, you have not seen them all. State constitutions usually have many things in common with the United States Constitution, but there are many differences too. The U.S. Constitution begins with a preamble that introduces the Constitution and explains its purpose. The Florida Constitution, for example, also has a preamble. Compare the preamble of the U.S. Constitution with the preamble of the Florida Constitution. Box all parts that are the same in both documents. So on the left-hand side you have the U.S. Constitution, and on the right-hand side you have the Florida Constitution. You're going to go through that and either highlight or box in all parts that are the same. So everything that's similar, the same between the two constitutions. Government rules. Just as the U.S. Constitution gives the rules for how the U.S. government should run, state constitutions give the rules for how a state government should run. Like the U.S. Constitution, state constitutions describe the branches of government that the states will have. Often these branches are very similar, but if you take a closer look, you will find differences. So for the activity for this one, compare how the government is set up in the U.S. Constitution and how the state government is set up by the Florida Constitution. This time underline the parts that are different. So look at the U.S. Constitution on the left and the Florida Constitution on the right and underline anything that's different. Everybody's got rights. State constitutions also contain many of the same rights and guarantees you see in the U.S. Constitution. The U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the land and cannot be violated. That means state constitutions cannot give state citizens fewer rights than U.S. Constitution gives. However, state constitutions can guarantee more rights than the U.S. Constitution does. For example, a state constitution might give more protection for a right that is also in the U.S. Constitution. A state constitution might also include additional rights that are not found in the U.S. Constitution. And finally, a state constitution might include rules about things that are unique to that state, such as how the state's natural resources should be preserved. So the state constitution can't take away any of the rights that you're given by the United States Constitution, but they can guarantee you more rights, address more of the problems that are in your state.